don't even want to do an intro for this video because I'm already like, this shit's ridiculous. But what is it, you guys? Welcome back to the Citadel Sports channel, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Everyone's been talking about this goddamn list. If you guys don't know, Bleacher Report released a top 100 NBA players of all time list. Of all time. I don't know if I made the video for it like 5 years ago when they did the list last time. I don't know if I did it or not. I can't remember if it was on my channel because I've had this channel for a very, very long time. So, but I had to make a video on this because I've seen the list. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like, oh, this is the first reaction. No, I've seen the list. I've seen people talk about it. I've seen what people have to say, and I just want to give my thoughts on the list and why. One, Bleacher Report. We need for one. Apparently, this list was taken from a bunch of different quote unquote experts, aficionados, and stuff like that. The thing that I don't like is that people aren't putting a name to these aficionados, who these people are. Now, we'll give them props. They did give explanations on certain things that they had of why they place certain people at certain places. So I give them props for that at least. But when it comes to these lists and whenever people make these lists, it's always rage bait. It's 100% rage bait. It's 100%. We're gonna put a certain player in this certain place so that way we can get the whole masses talking about it. And then here I am making a video about it because this shit's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. So this is Bleacher Report's top 100 players. I'm not gonna make this video too long because I'm sure you guys have already looked through this list and stuff like that. But I'm gonna just touch base on some players that, like, where I saw where the places at, where I'm like, and I see people talking about this, and I see people talking about this, where I'm like, what are y'all talking about? You feel me? So 100 is Artis Gilmore. I didn't watch Artis Gilmore. Mind you, I'm big bro, so I'm a little bit older. You feel me? But I'm not that old. No, I never saw Artis Gilmore play. You feel me? So he's at 100. Dave being again another player I never saw play. Averaged 20 points per game for his career, but solid player. You got to respect his accolades. Rookie of the year, 7-time All-Star, all these things. Klay Thompson. This is the first one where I was like, okay, they already got started. They got started with Klay Thompson. That was the first one. Was Klay Thompson at 98. Klay Thompson is a 4-time champion. Klay Thompson is probably the second greatest shooter of all time behind his Splash Brother teammate Steph Curry, which we'll talk about later on in this video. 19 points per game. Didn't do a whole lot of rebounding and assists, but he was a great defender. It's a shame he only made the all-defensive team only one time. Should have made it a lot more times than that. He should have made the all-NBA team a lot more times too as well. But either way, he also obviously had the ACL and Achilles injuries, but he came back and he played really well. But I don't understand how Klay Thompson is this far back at 98. Especially Bernard King, yes, cool and all, scoring title, all that, didn't win a championship at all. If we're taking everything, because apparently according to this list, they're taking everything into account. Literally everything into account as far as like their accolades, culture impact, who they are as an individual player. Everything is taken into account. How is a brother like Klay Thompson not ahead of Bernard King, not ahead of a person like Joe Dumars, not ahead of a person like Dave DeBusschere? There's respects to these people, but 2-time champion. Klay's a 4-time champion. He's an 8-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA. Okay, he's a defender, cool, but Klay averages more points than him. Bill Sharman, I'm not really familiar with his game. He's a 4-time champion. So maybe this one, I don't really know. Old heads, you got to educate me on this guy. Next one, Jason Tatum, one I want to talk about. Tatum on this list. I'm glad he's on this list. You feel me? I don't really have the fondest memories of him because, he beat my Dallas Mavericks to win the championship. So, yeah, I'm still recovering from a lot, as you can see, as a Mavericks fan. But, maybe we got Coop, so maybe I'm okay. I'm all right now, you feel me? I'm okay. But I was glad to see Tatum on the list, Lenny Wilkins, Chauncey Billups, I guess he's better than Tatum right now, as of right now, because Tatum's still young in his career, but we know Tatum's eventually going to pass Chauncey Billups all time. Back that, let's be real. Chris Webber, don't really have a problem with him where he's at. Earl Monroe, New York really, really loves him, bigs him up a lot. He's actually a very underrated player. Draymond Green at 88. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have him in no top 75. I know people are trying to say he's a top 75 player of all time. He's not. He just doesn't. I know he's a defensive guy. I know that he's a defensive player of the year. I know all these things. Probably should have more than one defensive player of the year. One for Rudy Gobert. For some reason, has 4. For some reason, has four awards. But I mean, yeah, we understand the impact that Draymond Green has on the basketball court. You know how important of a player he is. Cool. Alonzo Mourning, Tony Parker, don't like him. I'm a Mavericks fan, so I don't like him. Don't like him at all. You know, yeah, he got his championships. Yeah, cool. Don't like him. But that's all I'm gonna say. I don't like him. I'm not gonna say about his play, nothing about his placement. I just don't like him. Sam Jones, my dad loves him. I mean, 10-time champion. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. But the fact that the 10-time champion is at 85, it's like, okay, clearly he still wasn't quite the player that he was supposed to be. If he's still a 10-time champion, he's not higher on the list. Adrian Dantley, he was a big-time scorer. I remember people talking about him. Jimmy Butler, I was actually surprised that he was on this list. I'm actually surprised. I think he's on this list because of the 2 finals runs that he had with Miami, being able to carry those teams to the finals. That helped him get on this list. But if you think about Jimmy Butler as a regular season player, I would never think to put him in the top 100 players of all time list. I would not think that. You know what Jimmy Butler is? He is the equivalent of Eli Manning without winning the championships. That's what he is. Because Eli Manning, and during the regular season, was just an okay player. He was an all right player. He led the league in interceptions like 3 or 4 years out of his career. Like, he was an all right player, but then he had these postseason runs that was just like incredible. And he beat Tom Brady on the way twice to do it. So that's how I kind of view Jimmy Butler. It's like he had 2 great postseason runs. People did not expect him to get to the finals. And that kind of got him on the list. It's like how Eli Manning is like he had 2 Super Bowl winning championships, and that's probably going to get him in the Hall of Fame. You get me? You get what I'm saying? That's the best way to compare Jimmy Butler for him getting on this list. Bob Lanier, all-time great 8-time All-Star. Mutombo deserves to be on here. Literally one of the greatest defenders of all time. This is a guy that deserves the fact he has 4 defensive player of the year. He's a guy that deserves that. Nate Tiny Archibald, very great player. 1-time champion, 6-time All-Star, very good accolades. Grant Hill, he's a what-if story. He was a great player when he was healthy, but he's one of those, like, if he stayed healthy, what could he have really potentially been? Paul George, I was actually surprised to see Paul George here this high, but I didn't really think about his career, and I was like, well, he did have those runs when he was in Indiana where he was a top 10 player in the NBA. He was a top 10, edging towards top 5 player in the NBA at one point in time. Paul George was 100% that what PG-13 100% was. You think about PG now, it's like, you feel me? But like PG was that boy in Indiana. He really, really was. And he's a great defender too, so that helps him out. Pistol Pete Maravich, legend, legendary player. Alex English, big-time scorer, 8-time All-Star, scoring title. I don't really think he could shoot the 3 though, which is interesting how you win the scoring title. But I mean, that's how the game was back then. You didn't have to worry about that. This flopping ass man, look, if there's one player that I despise, I do not like, it is this man right here. His flopping ass. People try to say LeBron flops. No. This guy right here flopped his way and helped the Spurs win championships off the coattail, riding the coattails of Tim freaking Duncan. So, like, no, don't like him. Don't care. Don't care. You can call me biased. I don't care. Dave Cowens, probably the worst player on this list to ever win an MVP from this list, which is crazy to say. But yeah, Dave Cowens, I mean, he got his 2 championships, so you got to respect it. Hal Greer, 10-time All-Star. He's really just a solid, really good player back in the day. Paul Arzin, don't really know much about this dude, honestly. Some of these players are on this list, I'm like, I really don't know these guys. Chris Bosh, I was a little surprised for him to be this high. I thought he deserved maybe one in the 80s, not in the 70s. I know he was a big part of the Miami Heat championship, but like he really, I mean, he was a great scorer in Toronto. When he got to Miami, he was a third option. He really didn't average that many points. I know he was a vital piece in the championship run. Then when LeBron left, he got to scoring back up a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, he probably could have played a little bit longer if it wasn't for the blood clot situation and everything. So who knows? He might actually be where he is. I'll personally probably have him if he played longer and didn't have the blood clot situation, because the Heat were still a good team when LeBron left. Still, they're still capable of making the playoffs and everything. So, but Wes Unseld, rebound machine. You feel me? Not much to say about him. Kyrie Irving at 69. I think there's a brother player that's ahead of him on this list that I believe he should be ahead of. We'll get to that in a second. Robert Parrish, the Chief. My dad's a Celtics fan, so I know everything about Robert Parrish. So, yeah, Robert Parrish is a big-time player. Dennis Rodman, literally one of the greatest defenders of all time, rebound king, like literally did everything. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Don't get it twisted. This is about the crazy. But yeah, this is what I was. All right, we smoking something. All right, Joel Embiid. Now I understand he has an MVP. I understand he's a 7-time All-Star. My guy, this man has not even gotten out of the second round one time in his career. One time in his career. And he's had teams. No. Maybe in the 90s, maybe. Should not be this high. He should not be this high. He should be considered in the top 100 list the worst MVP in this list. It shouldn't be Dave Cowens. It should be Joel Embiid. I know talent-wise, Joel Embiid is one of the top 15, 20 most talented players maybe ever. Talented. Get talented. Top 15, top 20 greatest players of all time. But the production that he has produced and the amount of times he's been injured, he didn't even play his first 2-3 years of his career because he's been injured. And he's been perpetually injured throughout his entire career. So, like, no, absolutely not. Vince Carter at 65, not mad at it. I would have him a little bit higher. I think he should be more in the 70s, not in the 60s. This is the one right here. I'm sorry, I have Kyrie Irving above Damian Lillard all the time. I know Damian Lillard is Dame time. I know he has all these things. He's a clutch player, but Kyrie Irving has Kyrie and Damian Lillard are pretty much on the same level, and Kyrie has a championship. Damian Lillard does not. It's that simple. And Kyrie Irving, I know he was the second guy or whatnot, but he's the one that helped hit the shot, helped him secure the championship. You clearly saw the effects of him not playing whenever they lost to the Warriors in the 2015 finals, and then when he left in the 2018 finals as well. So, like, no, I have Kyrie Irving above Damian Lillard all the time. Big James Worthy, got no problem with him. Pau Gasol, that was a little high. He's a little high because Pau Gasol, we know he's a champion. We know he's the second guy next to Kobe Bryant with those 2 championships he won. But realistically, Pau Gasol, I mean, he was an 18, 19, 10 guy. I mean, he 6-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. I don't think he needs to be this. I don't think he deserves to be this high. I don't think he's this high. 70s or 80s maybe. Bob McAdoo, big time scorer, you know, 2-time champion, rookie of the year. Like, Batman could use these very weird. Melo, I agree with Melo being this high. Melo is literally one of the top 5 greatest scorers of all time. Like, he's literally one of the top 5 greatest scorers of all time. Didn't play no defense though, so that's why he doesn't get any higher on the list though, because his brother don't play defense. T-Mac, I don't think T-Mac's better than Melo. I'm sorry, I don't believe T-Mac is better than Melo. T-Mac had too many years where he was injured, too many years where he underachieved. I know Melo had times where he underachieved too as well, but this brother couldn't get out the first round. Melo at least got to Eastern Conference Finals. This brother couldn't get out the first round, dog. Unless he was with the Spurs, and he didn't play when he was on the Spurs, when he went to the finals. He only even played on that team. No. Willis Reed, you know, about the infamous, you know, walking up the tunnel and stuff like that. My boy Luka, man, I miss him. I miss my boy. Man. I do. I mean, we're doing good. We got Cooper Flag and stuff like that. We probably in a more of a championship picture than what the team needs currently on right now. You feel me? But I can't lie to you and say that I don't miss my guy, man. Like, I really wish him the best, man. I literally no hate. He loves Dallas, bro. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if at some point in time, if these owners are no longer the owners anymore, and if Nick Harris is no longer the GM there, he could come back to Dallas because he loves it here, man. He gonna be high on this list for years to come. 57. I was surprised they had him this high, but I'm like, hey. Look, he's gotten to finals, he's gotten to Western Conference Finals, he brought a team there, so like he's done a lot more than a lot of these other players that have been in the league and stuff like that. So Dolph Shade's not really familiar with this brother's game, man. 18-12 guy, 12-time All-Star, he won a championship as well. I mean, his accolades tells you he's a great player, so yeah. Bill Walton, I think is a little too high. I know what he did. He just did it in only like 3 or 4 years. I know he won a $6 million a year with the Celtics and stuff like that and everything. You know, he had a resurgence. That's why maybe he gets this high. I don't think he needs to be this high. I think he's more of in the 70s area, honestly. He just his peak wasn't long enough to me personally. I just don't think his peak was long enough. Reggie Miller, I don't think he should be this high. I say more in the 60s, not in the 50s. But Reggie Miller is literally one of the top 5 greatest 3-point shooters of all time. Goated. He keeps getting passed up with 3-pointers though. He was number 1 like literally a couple years ago. Now he's like almost out the top 5. It's crazy. Gary Payton, one of the greatest defenders of all time, also can score too. We get it fucked up thinking, come on, oh, he's just a defender. He's Patrick Beverly. Gary Payton literally averaged like 23, 24 a game for like 4 or 5 years, bro. Like what? And then helped the Miami Heat win a championship too. So like, come on. Dwight Howard. It's a damn shame he wasn't in the 75 whenever they list, and he's here at 52. That tells you how ridiculous it is that he's not in the top 75. You feel me? Dwight Howard's literally one of the greatest defenders of all time. I know that the whole stigma around Dwight Howard is all these things, stuff like that, but like Dwight Howard's like he's like, bro, he literally swatting the basketball 3 seats high, 3-4 rows high, bro. Like, come on, man. Ray Allen, one of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time. I mean, again, I think he's about where he's at because in his days when he was Seattle Supersonics, that brother was cold. That brother was cold. You feel me? Dominique Wilkins. I don't know why they used the Miami Heat picture. Use his Celtics or his Supersonics picture. I don't know why they used that picture. But Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight reel, one of the all-time greats, man. I thought he would get. I mean, he is 50, so I thought he'd be a little bit higher. But okay. Paul Pierce. I'm sorry. I don't know if my dad. I don't know if he's Celtics fans are gonna be seeing this video. He does not deserve to be this high, bro. I'm sorry. No. I know he's all 10-time All-Star. He's a champion. He's a Finals MVP. I understand these things, right? He wasn't the best player on his team, bro. He just wasn't. He's not the best player on his team, and he had some years where he was doing nothing. He had a lot of years he was doing nothing, like literally getting out of the first round. That's about it. He wasn't going anywhere until KG and Ray Allen came to him. That brother was doing nothing. So and then they went back to the finals again and then lost to Kobe. So like, nah. Then LeBron started taking him out. So, Russell Westbrook at 48. Thought he might be a little bit higher, but I'm not mad at Russell Westbrook where he's at. Elvin Hayes, big time scorer, rebounder, did his thing. Kevin McHale, literally one of the most skilled offensive big men of all time. Actually surprised he's actually a little bit higher, honestly. But AD at 45. I think Kevin McHale honestly should be ahead of Anthony Davis. I don't think he should be higher than him. AD, although he's a champion, he's a 10-time All-Star. He's one of the greatest defenders of all time. I just think he's too up and down. He's too inconsistent for me to have him above Kevin McHale. This is my opinion, though. George Mikan, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, 5-time champion. Really, ain't much to say about George Mikan. Walt Frazier, one of the more underrated players of all time. Knicks fans talk about this brother like crazy, but the other NBA world don't really talk about him though. So someone had him as high as 23 though. They're smoking crazy. George Gervin, the Iceman, 42, literally one of the greatest scorers of all time. Rick Barry, one of the coldest white boys of all time. He literally is one of the coldest white boys of all time though. Patrick Ewing at 40. He's one of the greatest, never won a championship, 11-time All-Star. He did his thing, man. Clyde the Glide Drexler, man, one of the greatest scorers, did his thing. Skywalker, too, man. Bob Pettit. Didn't see him, but I've seen 2K. I played 2K, so that's the reason why I know who he is. Accolades is crazy. So, yeah. Bob Cousy, literally, like, the poster child of the janitor players that people try to joke about. If you want to talk about janitor players, Bob Cousy is like the first name that comes up. You feel me? But he's got the accolades, man. During his time, he was that guy. So he got 6 championships. So like, hey, man. AI Allen Iverson, literally the greatest small guard of all time to me personally. If he was literally 3-4 inches taller, he might be top 15 of all time. If he was just a couple more inches taller, he literally might be top 15 of all time. That's how talented Allen Iverson was, bro. That's how good this brother was, dog. Steve Nash at 35, 2-time MVP. I think I put AI above Steve Nash because one of those MVPs I don't think he should have got. That's just me personally. One of them MVPs DeVon the Shaq, bro. I'm sorry. One of them MVPs DeVon the Shaq, bro. But 14 points per game. He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. Harden. I saw people was confused why Harden is this high. Do you guys not know who Rockets Harden is? I don't really think y'all understand that Rockets Harden is literally had people debating whether or not he was better than D-Wade. People was debating that. I thought they were crazy, but it was 100% a real thing if he was maybe the 3rd greatest shooting guard of all time. That's how great James Harden was on the Rockets, bro. So like, let's not get that twisted. Jason Kidd, cool, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Won a championship with my Dallas Mavericks. You feel me? He's our current head coach now, so bigs up to Jason Kidd, you feel me? I don't know why my computer is frozen. What's going on with it? Oh my goodness, it went back all the way to the top. God damn it. Why? Hold on. Let me get back down here. All right, cool. Get back. Jason Kidd. Kawhi Leonard, 32. Pretty solid. 2-time champion, won a championship for 2 different places, won finals MVP for both of those teams as well. His brother just can't stay healthy. If Kawhi Leonard can stay healthy, he might be a top 20 player of all time. Because he might have won another championship. Not gonna hold you. He might have got another one. That year when he was on the Spurs and they was up on the Warriors, he might have took that Warriors team out. I don't know. That's how good Kawhi Leonard was. And so like, I don't know. Kawhi Leonard could really be a top 20 player of all time. If he wasn't injured so much. John Havlicek, one of the greatest Celtics of all time, meaning 8-time champion. Chris Paul, 30. I saw people, this was a little controversy. People were shocked to see Chris Paul this high. He's literally one of the greatest quintessential point guards of all time. He got to finals one year with Phoenix and everything. Didn't win it. Thought maybe he was going to win it with the Rockets. but he didn't take the Warriors out like he was supposed to, because he probably was going to be favored to win that championship if they got to the finals. But yeah, I mean, I think he's better than the next guy, John Stockton. I think he's better than John Stockton. I know Stockton's the greatest. He has the most assists all time and all these things, stuff like that. I just think Chris Paul had a better impact, especially on the defensive end. I know he's a 2-time steals champion. I believe, Chris Paul's a 6-time steals champion. So I think I Paul over Stockton. You feel me? I do. Scottie Pippen at 28. Scottie Pippen been getting dragged, bro. Scottie Pippen been getting dragged throughout the media for the past, ever since The Last Dance came out. He just been getting dragged. His name has just been getting, and it's just crazy, man. He's still a 6-time champion, one of the greatest defenders of all time. So Isaiah Thomas, 2-time champion. IT getting a little annoying here lately. He been talking a little crazy here lately. Bro, I mean, I know he got his 2 championships and stuff like that. He always talk about how he beat up Jordan. You know, he and Jordan and the beat between him and Jordan and stuff like that. That ain't ever gonna go away. That ain't ever gonna go away. But I don't know. I mean, he great. He great. Elgin Baylor, one of the greatest players, never won a championship. Literally 27-13, 10-time All-NBA. Like, literally goated, one of the greatest Lakers of all time. The only Laker, that superstar Laker that I think that never won a championship. Charles Barkley, probably would consider maybe him or Karl Malone the greatest players to never win a championship. Chuck, you feel me? Giannis at 24. Think Giannis, honestly, if he doesn't win another championship, he might stay in this area. He really might not move up, honestly. Unless he moves to a different team, maybe wins another championship. If he wins another championship, I think he's going to move up anymore. I think he's going to move up more, and I think he will for sure be solidified as the second greatest power forward of all time. I honestly think he realistically, I think he's better than Karl Malone overall as a player. But, I mean, he's got more career to go, so we'll see where he ends up. But I think when it's all said and done, I think he will finish as the second greatest power forward to ever play the game behind Tim Duncan. But, you know, D Wade, 23. I mean, there really not much to say. It's Dwayne Wade. Karl Malone. We all know about Karl Malone. Disgusting. Moses Malone. I've actually met Moses Malone before. Ironically, I have a picture with him and everything. Literally one of the all-time greats. Literally. 3-time MVP, 1-time finals champ. It is a shame, though, that he didn't win more championships, but, you know, it is what it is. Dr. J at 20, deserved, literally one of the greatest ever. David Robinson, the Admiral, one of the few Spurs I respect. One of the greatest big men of all time. My boy Dirk, I miss you, man. Love you, man. Love that brother, man. Love him to death, bro. Nikola Jokic at 17 already. He already at 17. Shit. He could get the top 10. If he get 2 more championships, he might be top 10 all time. He get 2 more, he need to get at least 2 more. I don't think one more going to do it. I think he needs 2 more. He get 2 more championships. Somebody got to come out that top 10. Somebody got to come out, and it's probably going to have to be Wilt. Wilt got to come out that top 10. He can't be in that top 10 no more. Jokic is here. He got to come out. Get 2 more championships. KG, Kevin Garnett, well respected. One of the greatest players of all time. People look at him as at Celtics. He wasn't really a scorer like that. Go back and look at Kevin Garnett on the Timberwolves. That brother was ridiculous. Go back and look at Timberwolves KG. The logo, Jerry West, rest in peace to Jerry West. The only player I think to win Finals MVP on the losing team. Crazy. 27 a game, like nothing is to be said about Jerry West. Oscar Robertson at 14, respected, the first player to ever average a triple-double in the season before Westbrook started doing it and making it normal. You feel me? He's only a 1-time champion, though, so I think I might. I don't know. It's kind of difficult between him and Jerry West. KD at 13. It's a damn shame. He really should be top 10 all time if he had more. He went to freaking Golden State and won the championship, won them on his own, in OKC and stuff like that. Like, if he won his 2 championships in OKC, I honestly think he might be top 10 all time. But he won him in Golden State with an overpowered ass team. I will never forgive him for that. Y'all, if you've been on my channel, follow me for a long time, you guys know my iconic rant with that. Hakeem at number 12. Some people saying that Hakeem should be higher on this list. Some people saying that he's right where he is. Hakeem probably should maybe be top 10. Maybe. It kind of depends. You know, everyone goes to him in every single offseason trying to get his moves and stuff like that. So I understand people make the argument. And then this is the most, this right here, everyone knows this has caused the uproar. This has caused the uproar. This has caused everyone to lose their fucking mind. This has caused everyone to have their panties in a bunch. Kobe Bryant not in the top 10. Now, I agree. Kobe Bryant should be in the top 10 greatest players of all time. But he's like 8, 9, or 10. He's not much high. Here's the thing that people need to understand about Kobe Bryant, and I know people are like, oh, people are talking so disrespectful about Kobe ever since he's passed away and everything and stuff like that. Here's the deal, all right? Why does this thing keep freaking comment every single time? It's pissing me off. Kobe Bryant, look. Why is it? Oh my goodness. Kobe Bryant, yes, he's literally he's one of the greatest of all time. We understand what Kobe Bryant is. You understand what he means culturally, and I know people took that into account when it comes to culture, when it comes to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, when he was with Shaq, I know people try to say it's 1A, 1B when it came to Kobe and Shaq, but Shaq, he was just so dominant in those championship runs. And then you have to remember that Kobe went years where he really didn't do much. And I know he didn't really have a whole lot of help during those years and stuff like that. I get that part, but I don't know. I have him probably like 8 or 9 on my list. Me personally, that's where I have Kobe. I definitely have him above Steph Curry. I do not believe that Steph Curry is a better player than Kobe Bryant all the time. Kobe Bryant has more championships. Kobe Bryant is a better defender than Steph Curry. So I do not believe Steph Curry should be higher than him. I do believe, though, that both Kobe and Steph Curry are better than Wilt Chamberlain all time, though. I do believe that. Wilt Chamberlain, for all the accolades, for all the 100-point scoring game that we have not seen still, all these things, all the accolades he has, it don't make sense to me how you got your ass whooped by Bill Russell that many times, bro. You got your ass whooped by Bill Russell so many goddamn times, bro, that you had to keep going from team to team to team to team until you finally figured it out. So I'm sorry. I don't have Wilt better than freaking Steph Curry or Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry, no. That's just no. I can't do that. I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. You feel me? It's freaking acting up right now. You feel me? Larry Bird. Again, I have Kobe and Steph Curry above Larry Bird. I know Larry Bird is one of the greatest players of all time. I know he's going to that. My dad loves him. He looks at him as God at this point. But like Larry Bird, there were a couple of postseasons where Kevin McHale was low-key the better player. Kevin McHale was low-key the better player in some of the postseason runs that they had. And I know Larry Bird has a lot of postseason moments. He has those moments. I think that's the thing that people, reason why people view Larry Bird so high is because he has so many playoff moments that are so iconic. You feel me? So that's the reason why people regard him as so big, because of those clutch moments that he had. But like overall, we take into account the complete game. Garrett's game for Kevin Kill was the better player, bro. Like he was. That's why I'm like, that's why I told you I have Kevin Kill a little bit higher on the list because of those reasons. So, like I said, I'd have Steph and Kobe above Larry Bird as well. I believe number 6. Who knows number 7? Number 7 was Tim Duncan. I don't have Steph Curry above Tim Duncan. I don't have him above Tim Duncan. The debate of Kobe versus Duncan is hard for me because they both got 5 championships. They both played in the same era, and there was years that Tim Duncan got the Lakers. It was years that the Lakers got Tim Duncan. It is really hard to decide who's the better player between Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. I personally think I would give it to Tim Duncan just because for all 5 championships, there was no debate on who the guy was. It's Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's the guy. So that's where I would stop right there as far as how high I have Kobe. That's why I said I'll probably have the 8. And I have Tim Duncan above him all time. I would. I believe number 6 was who was number 6? Who was number 6? Oh no, it was Shaq. Okay, Shaq was number 6. Yeah, Shaq is number 6 all time. Don't have a problem with Shaq being number 6 all time. He's literally the most dominant center of all time. I prefer Hakeem's game over Shaq, but Shaq just dominated so much. It's like Hakeem not like putting at 6, so I don't really have a problem with that. I believe number 5 was Bill Russell. He's got the 11 championships. You gotta respect it. You feel me? So I have him in my top 5 of all time because the 11 championships is 11 championships at the end of the day. He was the catalyst. He was the guy. He was the coach. Like you gotta respect that. Like you have to respect that. Like you just have to. For the 4 was Magic Johnson. There's been a debate about Steph Curry versus Magic Johnson about who's better overall. I probably have Bill Russell ahead of Magic Johnson all the time, just because he played with freaking Kareem. That's the only reason why I can't have Magic ahead of Bill Russell. But Kareem, I do have 3rd. They have the top 3. I 100% agree with. It's Kareem at number 3, LeBron at number 2. LeBron's number 2 for me all time as well. Michael Jordan being at number 1. But this, like I said, this list was rage bait. This list was to get people talking. This list was to create controversy because we're in the middle of the NBA offseason, you feel me? So it's like, well, what are we going to talk about? You feel me? So, like, hey, man, you guys can let me know how you guys felt about the list.
Pick you up around 8 o'clock, right on the dot, so you can talk to me, baby. Wanna show you something new, I know what you're going through, I can get you through it, baby. Show you real love, give you way more than enough.